This is the moment that changed cricket boundary fielding forever, and I will show you exactly why. This was the first time that we saw an acrobatic boundary save like this on the international stage. And every cricket fan, player and umpire around the world jumped up and shouted,
What the hell?
"What the hell was that? Is this even legal? How does this work? And what if a second fielder gets involved?" You can find the link to my easy explanation of this law in the description. But Angelo Mathews performed this boundary save in June of 2009 during a T20 World Cup match against the West Indies. And you might wonder, but what's the big deal? We've seen dozens of saves and catches even better than this. And you're right, we certainly have. Let me know in the comments which boundary catch or save is your favorite. But here's the thing that makes the Angelo Mathews case so special. Until about 20 years ago, many international fields still had the boundaries right up against the advertising board. So attempts like this was never even an option and actually very dangerous. But since T20 exploded onto the scene in 2005 and certain boundary safety measurements were put in place, we've seen incredible saves and catches just like this. About 4 months before the Angelo Mathews save, Adam Voges also performed an incredible catch that we haven't seen before. But the big difference here is that Voges was clearly inside the boundary while Mathews was clearly outside. The Angelo Mathews boundary save became one of the biggest discussion points around the cricket world overnight. And fans, players and even commentators were divided about whether or not this is or even should be allowed.
I've seen it before, but I'm going 6.
MCC actually released an official statement the very next day to clarify this situation, and it read, "Such brilliant and quick thinking acts are good for the game and should not be deemed illegal." And I couldn't agree more. Thanks to that approach, we are treated to borderline superhuman efforts in modern cricket, and it is great for the game. Less than a year later, the MCC released a short video to clearly explain how this law works, and they used both Mathews and Voges as examples for their official presentation. Boundary fielding in modern cricket has become a crucial part of the game, and how many games have we seen being won or lost with an effort like this? T20 World Cup final. And because of this Angelo Mathews effort 15 years ago and the interpretation and allowance from the MCC, players actually now train to do this and practice relay catches with other fielders. And we're seeing it more and more and more. Subscribe for more cricket content just like this.
That's extraordinary.
He's a genius.
Never seen anything like that in my life.